I was 23 when I found out the man I called dad might not actually be my dad. And no, this isn't one of those, oh, I did a DNA test for fun and surprise things. I didn't spit in a tube or go on some ancestry website. I found out by accident, and honestly, I wish I hadn't. So, I'm the oldest of three, grew up in Maryland, pretty average suburban life, cookouts on weekends, soccer practice, church on Sundays, that kind of thing. My dad was that dad, the one who showed up early to every game, had the worst dad jokes, wore the world's best Grill Master apron with pride. And I loved him, still do. But after what I found out, I look at him differently. Like there's a piece missing now, you know? It started with a dentist appointment. Yeah, I know, not exactly dramatic. I just moved out and switched to a new dentist near my apartment. They had me fill out a bunch of health forms, and one question was, do you have a family history of heart disease or diabetes? And I just paused. Because honestly, I didn't know. I mean, I'd always just checked whatever my dad had. He's diabetic, his mom had a heart condition, so that's what I wrote. But something about that day made me text my mom to double check. Just a quick, hey, Dad's mom had heart issues, right? She didn't answer right away, which was weird. She usually responds within minutes. But 4 hours later, she called me. Not texted, called. Her voice was off, like she was trying to sound casual but failing miserably. She goes, "Why are you asking about that?" And I say, "Just for the dentist stuff." And there's this pause. Then she says, "Listen, when you come over Sunday, we should talk." I was like, "What? Talk about what?" And she just goes, "About your father, about something we probably should have told you a long time ago." And my stomach dropped. That weekend, I drove to my parents' house with the most insane thoughts running through my head. Like, did Dad cheat? Are they getting divorced? Am I adopted? I walked in and saw both of them sitting on the couch. My dad looked calm, like he'd rehearsed this. My mom looked like she hadn't slept. I sat down and then they just said it. Your biological father is someone else. Just like that. Like it was a line from a bad soap opera. Apparently, my mom had dated this guy in college. We'll call him Mark. It was one of those messy, on-again, off-again things. She got pregnant, told him, and he freaked, disappeared. She reconnected with my dad, who she dated in high school, and he basically stepped in, married her, raised me like I was his, never said a word. She said, "We were going to tell you when you were older, then when you graduated, then when you moved out, and then it just never felt like the right time." I just sat there. I didn't even cry. I felt hollow, like everything I thought I knew about my life had a crack down the middle. I didn't talk to them for 2 weeks. My dad, I still call him that. I don't know what else to call him. He texted me almost every day, just small things. "Hope work's going okay. The Orioles are playing tonight, thought of you." I wanted to hate him. Or at least be mad, but how could I? He was there for everything. He taught me to ride a bike, held me when my dog died, helped me move into my dorm. But at the same time, I felt betrayed. Like this giant secret had been living in our house the whole time, and no one thought I deserved to know. Eventually, I asked about Mark, where he was, who he became. They said they hadn't heard from him in over 20 years. No clue where he is, no contact, nothing. So, like an idiot, I went digging, Facebook, LinkedIn, old forums. I even messaged one of those online search services. And I found him. He lives in Ohio, owns a small auto body shop, married, 2 kids. I stared at his picture for like an hour. He looked nothing like me, or maybe he did, I couldn't tell. I kept squinting, tilting my head, like that magically confirmed something. I didn't message him, but I saved the page just in case. A few weeks later, my dad invited me out for lunch, just me and him, no mom. We sat at this old diner we used to go to after my soccer games, and he said, I know this is probably weird as hell for you, but I just want you to know something. I didn't say anything, just sipped my coffee. He said, I changed your diapers. I helped with your science fair volcano. I taught you to parallel park. That's what a dad does. Blood doesn't change that. And I lost it, right there, in the middle of a booth, next to a crying baby and a waitress who kept refilling my soda like nothing was happening. I cried into my pancakes while my dad, the only one I've ever known, just sat there quietly, letting me feel it. That was 6 months ago. And no, I still haven't reached out to Mark. I don't even know if I will. I have this letter I wrote. It's saved in my drafts. Just a few paragraphs. Nothing dramatic. Hi, I think you might be my biological father, blah blah. But I haven't sent it because honestly, I don't know what I want from him. Closure, answers, a relationship. What if he denies it? What if he doesn't care? What if he wants a relationship and I don't? If you made it this far, I really want to know. What would you do? Would you reach out? Would you even want to know someone who walked away before you were born? Sometimes I catch myself looking at my dad and wondering if he thinks I'm gonna leave him now. Like this secret changed something. It didn't, not really. It just rearranged things in my head. I still call him dad. I still hug him on holidays. I still ask him to fix stuff when it breaks. But part of me feels like I'm living with a shadow now. And the weirdest part, it's not the lie that hurts most. It's realizing I was never supposed to know. By the way, if you're still watching this, maybe hit that like button. I didn't plan on sharing this, and it's been sitting in my notes app for months. I guess I just needed someone to hear it. Thanks for being that someone.